Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be talking about controversial beauty brands. I'll be going into why they are controversial. I'll be going into whether or not I have any products from these brands and what I think of them, and also what I think of the company in general as a whole, and will I be purchasing from this company in the future or not, and why. So this might be an interesting video for some of you. You probably will be seeing a lot of brands that you know and might love in this video, but I want to be as frank as possible. I'm not someone that likes to mince words, I guess. This is my channel and these are my opinions, so of course take everything I say with a grain of salt. I am not God. I cannot tell you what you should be doing with the money that you earn, but yeah, I kind of wanted to make this video because there's just so much steaming hot tea, honestly. So yes, anyway, let's just get started. I'm going to start off talking about a brand that if you just started watching YouTube, if you're younger and you just started watching YouTube videos, you probably have never heard of this brand. People on YouTube don't talk about this brand that much at all, and then people on Instagram do like to use this brand quite a lot, but I feel like there is there are people that will buy from this brand and there are people that do not. I am one of those people that have not and never will buy from this brand because there's just so much like fishy stuff about this brand, and I'm just gonna get into it. There's an article on Racked because I didn't know like everything about this like controversy. I just knew that there was a lot of it. So if there's a lot of controversy and if it's like this magnitude, I'm like, no, I don't want anything to do with it. Back in 2009 when the company started, it was suspected that they were repackaging from wholesale companies and reselling makeup at their own price. Unfortunately, this is not something that is unusual in the beauty community. A lot of brands do this. Another brand that I'm going to talk about does this as well. I don't think it's a good idea, honestly, and I feel like if it does happen, then a brand should be forthcoming about it, but they usually are not. Creme has also been known to go to bloggers who make negative reviews of their products and basically slam them for libel and slander, which is of course very serious, but what brands tend to forget is that there is something called free speech, and if something isn't good and if something doesn't work for somebody, then that somebody should be allowed to tell other people about their experience. There's also been a lot of questions about cultural appropriation, especially back in 2012. And then there's also the credit fraud situation. Now, I mentioned incorrectly in a previous video that they were selling credit card information. Apparently I was wrong, and it seems that the case was that the Creme's website was hacked and credit card information stolen. As a result, customers of Creme were being targeted and they lost a lot of money. However, Creme was far from appropriate in dealing with this situation. There's just like so many different things about Creme that honestly I could make an entire video about it, and I don't want to, but it seems that there's a common theme throughout the years that Creme, they make a mistake, they screw up, and then they don't take credit for it. Like, they don't want to do anything about the mistakes that they make. If you are an online company, it is your responsibility to provide security for your customers, and if you fail to provide that security, you have to own up to it. Also, the company's founder dressed up as Hitler for Halloween, so there are many different things with Creme. I will never be purchasing from them. I have no interest in purchasing from them just because it seems very fishy, and honestly, like I said in my anti-haul where I talked about this, if there's an issue and it has to do with credit cards, I don't really want to be a part of it, even if it was fixed. I don't need to do that. So I will never be buying from Creme. Again, well, I never bought from them in the first place, but I will not be buying from them at all. So another company that's kind of similar to Creme, but they're not as bad, I will tell you that, is Morphe. Now, Morphe has a little bit of a reputation. It does seem that when they were first starting out, they were repackaging and reselling products, particularly products from Crown brushes, I believe, which again is something that's done by a lot of companies, but it's not something that is necessarily ethical, and they ended up blocking bloggers and YouTubers who were talking about this. But then again, Morphe is just one of many companies to have this problem, and it does seem that they're trying to move away from it. They recently discontinued a lot of their older palettes, even though I'm kind of sad that a lot of the really colorful palettes were discontinued in favor of like some really neutral palettes that they have been coming out with. However, I do think that they are cruelty free, and it is really difficult to find a good company that is cruelty free. I love their brushes, especially some of their new brushes. They are really good quality in my opinion, and I have been using them for quite some time, and the company is trying to rebrand itself. So is Morphe controversial? Yes, it definitely is. Will I be purchasing from Morphe? Yeah, I mean, I have so many Morphe products that I know and love. It's not a company that I can see myself easily not using because, I mean, for example, I have this like spray right in front of me that I absolutely love. I have a lot of their brushes in front of me, and then I have some of their palettes. I have the JACLYN Hill Morphe palette, and it's like, you know, it's the JACLYN Hill Morphe palette. So I will be continuing my use of Morphe cosmetics. I don't think that there is really any reason for me to stop using Morphe cosmetics. There was really never any reason. I never was thinking that, oh yeah, maybe I should stop purchasing Morphe cosmetics. I have always been buying from Morphe from the very first time that I heard about their brushes. I fell in love. But yeah, so like Morphe is another company that is controversial. Another brand is sort of like a little bit iffy is Jeffree Starr Cosmetics. I have one thing from Jeffree Starr, and it's this velour liquid lipstick in the shade Mannequin. This is one of the best nudes I own. It's one of the best formulas I own. It's a really good product, and almost every Jeffree Starr product has been given a lot of good reviews. I don't think I can think of any product that he has come out with that I've heard bad reviews on, and that is saying a lot because it's obvious that Jeffree Starr, as the creative force behind the brand, works very hard to create a product that's really good. I also love his use of color. I also love the fact that he is, I believe, vegan, and he's cruelty free, which is great. I always try to pay attention and see which brands are cruelty free because I always feel more motivated to save and buy the makeup from those brands rather than brands that aren't cruelty free. I'm not saying that I am cruelty free. I'm just saying that I do like to buy consciously, and I like to make sure that the companies I'm giving my money to are mostly cruelty free. I still use makeup that isn't cruelty free, but it is a bonus for me to see a company that is cruelty free so I can buy makeup from them, you know. But yeah, like, I think that his brand is really good, but then again, like, if you've been on the internet at all, you know what the kind of things like Jeffree Star says. And for a while I was thinking, like, I don't like a person who is not nice to their fans, who is rude, who's rude online. I just don't like that. I don't think I would like to justify what he does, and I'm not going to really try and do that. But really, I think that he has been trying to change who he is. And yes, he always likes to get into drama, or he likes to stir up drama. However, at the end of the day, I feel like he is genuinely interested in being like an honest consumer and being there for the people that follow him. Even if sometimes he is very rude to some people, he will make every single video as genuine as possible. He seems like a very honest person, and I kind of like that. Like, I really like that in a person. I like honesty, okay? But there's like a lot of too much honesty can be like a little bit difficult to swallow, but still an honest person I feel like is a good person. So I think I will be purchasing from Jeffree Star Cosmetics because I think that the quality of the makeup speaks for itself. And if you don't like Jeffree Star, I saw this amazing comment, I think, on Kiki Chanel's video where she talked about Jeffree Star, and this girl said in the comments, I buy makeup from Jeffree Star, but I make myself feel better by saying that I'm supporting his dogs and the people that work for him. That was just like a really funny comment, and I figured I might as well repeat that because it was just very funny to me. Okay, so another company that I want to talk about is Becca Cosmetics. Now, I don't know what happened between Becca and JACLYN Hill. I definitely don't think that they are as close as they used to be. They definitely don't promote JACLYN Hill as much as they used to, and I don't know why exactly. I don't think that it has ever been made really public. But Becca seems like a very nice company, but you dig a little and you find some interesting things. Remember how there were some inconsistencies with JACLYN Hill's eyeshadow palette with Becca? Well, turns out, I saw this on a drama channel, and it's a very reputable drama channel. Like, I will put the name of the video down below. And so anyway, this girl finds out that Becca took the eyeshadow palettes, and apparently they had been storing them for like probably like a year or so, like in a warehouse, and they were selling them on a website. And it's completely legit. You can buy the palette, or you could have bought the palette at that point in time when this came out. But yeah, they were basically saying like, oh yeah, we will never sell this to our customers, and they ended up selling it on a site. And even worse, it was a bad palette, but it was also a palette that had been in a warehouse for a year before they sold it. And it's like, I keep makeup for more than a year, you know, but I know it's my makeup, but I wouldn't really feel comfortable using makeup that's been in a warehouse for a year, and then I get it, you know? So Becca Cosmetics has been known for taking limited edition products, saying that they're limited edition, they're going to be gone forever, and bringing them back either in other exclusive palettes or permanently. It says a lot because it kind of seems to me that they're not willing to create more makeup, so like they seem to be repackaging makeup, but it just seems to be pretty fishy to me. I mean, the only Becca product I own is my Champagne Pop highlighter, which I still love and use. This is still an amazing highlighter. I still stand by it. However, I don't think I'll be buying any highlighters or any product in general from Becca, not because of the ethics of the company, just because I don't want to, you know. Becca doesn't seem to be like my type of company. They seem to be a little bit basic, so I don't think I will be buying from them even if their record was sparkling clean. Another brand that I want to talk about is Kat Von D. I believe that she is still pregnant, but I think a little bit after she first revealed that she was pregnant, she posted a message on Instagram. It was a pretty long caption, but in it she said that she wasn't planning on vaccinating her baby. Now, I get where she's coming from. I get that she's trying to make life safer for her child. I just think that if your audience is from the United States, right, and you are saying that you don't want to vaccinate your child, you are going to get blowback. I think that it was incredibly, like, very dare I say, stupid of her to say this so publicly, because vaccines, like, they're a very controversial topic to some people. Unless you have gone to medical school and graduated and practiced as a healthcare professional, don't try to talk about health and talk about something as important as vaccines online when you have like such a big reach and when you have a lot of followers, because people with little to no judgment, and there are people like this, tend to think that if someone says something, if someone does something online, then they should be doing it too. You get what I'm saying? So you have this huge following, so why the heck would you be posting something so incredibly sensitive on your Instagram when you have such a big reach, when so many people know of you and know about you, and you are so well known that's going to blow up? Why are you talking about sensitive medical information online? Yes, it's great that you are about to have a baby. That's amazing. However, if you're not planning on vaccinating the kid, don't say it on social media. I can't say yes or no on vaccinations. I've heard from both sides. I definitely think that vaccines are amazing, but then again, I do know people who haven't vaccinated their children and they have reasons for doing so. So I can't make a decision myself because I'm not a healthcare professional, and Kat Von D shouldn't be putting out her decision on the internet, because as far as I know, she's an amazing makeup artist and a producer of makeup, and she's a tattoo artist. She's not a medical professional. Anyway, I want to talk about her makeup. Her makeup I love her makeup. Almost everything I've tried from her is really great. I love, for example, this eyeshadow right here. This is the Metal Crush eyeshadow from her line. It's in the shade Raw Power. I also love her Shade and Light eye palette. I love her liquid lipsticks. I love her eyeliner, and I will continue to buy from Kat Von D. I do not think that just because somebody is vaccinating their kid, you should be boycotting that Kat Von D. Right? I do think that that was a really poor, that was a really big lack of judgment when she posted that Instagram little post. But I think that I will still be purchasing from Kat Von D because she has some pretty great makeup, and I do think that she is only trying to do what's best for her child, even if it does affect people around you, which is definitely not the best thing. I mean, I do think that, I mean, like, just come on, like, just don't post something like that online. Come on, guys. I should stop. I'm really getting way too much invested in this, and honestly, I've wasted kind of an hour talking in this video, so I'm gonna go downstairs. Actually, no, I have to change because I am in this like filmy, like really flimsy lace top, and I feel like I'm roasting. So I'm gonna go change, go downstairs. I think I should probably like go on a ride my bike somewhere. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and spilling some tea with me. I just wanted to lay it to rest with a lot of these makeup brands because I do realize that there are a lot of them, and I could be talking about so many more, but honestly, like, I don't have the desire to. I feel like this video is like I'm done. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed talking with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Clearly, I should stop singing, but I don't think I ever will because I like irritating people.